Hello, my name is Kelsey Linden, and this is my educational autobiography. So growing up, I think I always knew that I had an interest in becoming a school teacher. I know when I was really little, I liked to play school with my friends or my siblings. I never really liked to be outdoors and kind of just running around. I always liked to be indoors doing more structured play like arts and crafts, imaginative play, or reading. And then moving on, whenever I was in school, my teachers knew that I was not the best student. They knew that I struggled, and they over time became like these superheroes to me because they always had strategies in their back pocket, and if that strategy didn't work, then they would move on to the next one. They always had something ready for me in case I needed it. And so that was really positive for me, and it really helps me excel as a student. And then furthermore, as I got into more high school, my teachers had always told me that I would make a good teacher because I had the more teacher voice, and I was really good at being the leader in group projects and kind of making sure everybody kind of stayed on task. So that to me was really like, okay, well maybe I could consider that one day. And secondly, I come from a family full of educators, and I think out of all these people in my family, the one who's really influenced me the most in becoming an educator is my mom. And she has actually been an educator herself for quite some time. And growing up, I've actually gotten to see firsthand of how she works in a classroom. And I've gotten the opportunity to watch her teach, and I've seen her lessons, and I've also seen how she works outside of the classroom when she's creating papers or creating another lesson. So I've really been around that my entire life, and how education works in and outside the classroom. And on top of that, my mom has been the biggest support in me becoming an educator. She's also one of the people who've told me that, teaching is probably something that I would be really good at. She's motivated me to go through the program, not once but twice, and work towards something that has ultimately become my dream. And lastly, I think the biggest pivotal moment in my life that has really secured my decision to become an educator happened while I was working at my current job. I currently work at a youth center on Scott Air Force Base, and at this youth center, we have the opportunity to work with school-aged children, and we create and implement weekly lessons, and in the summer we take them on educational field trips. And I really I love my job, and I love what we do. It's so much fun, and the kids have fun, and the counselors get to have fun too. And I just think over time I really just fell in love with working with the elementary age group. I've had the opportunity to work with high school students, and while I absolutely love the content that is taught in high school, I think being an educator is more than just teaching content. It's working well with your students and developing a relationship with them. And I think that is something that happened to me while I was working on Scott Air Force Base. And the kids look up to me, and I have learned so much as an educator through them. So I think that working in the elementary education field is honestly where I am meant to be, and I cannot wait to pursue that dream.